is because someone that's above our level makes us feel uncomfortable. Most of us is still trying to run away from our past. We don't want to deal with anything that makes us uncomfortable. We run from it instead of running to it, you know. And the reality is that, you know, we're living in a society now to where we think comfort is protection. So we provide, we coddle our children, grown and young, and we coddle ourselves, you know, and not knowing that, you know, in order to really to grow up, which that's God's will, we can't stay kids forever, you know what I mean, and we can't make our kids stay kids forever. We have to have a healthy dose of being uncomfortable, being accountable, experience suffering, not trying to keep our kids from everything that's going to hurt them. And I mean, it's not like, okay, there goes some gunshots. Look, I'm about to drop you off right there so you can learn how to duck gunshots. It's not that. You know, it's about, if it's a situation that we know our children got themselves in, yeah, I'm going to offer you some support. I'm going to offer you some guidance. I'm going to help you kind of, you know, maybe even learn from my experience if it's something that you doing that I did. But look, you made your bed in this. You know, I can't, you know, because you ain't going to learn anything. You going to repeat the same cycle if I keep saving you from everything. And that's what we do. We make it so comfortable for our children, even for ourselves, to where we don't learn the lessons that we need, because we'll find somebody that'll help us not have to deal with it. We'll find somebody that will keep us from having to go through the season of isolation and loneliness, so that we can learn ourselves better and be able to just kind of take a break and be able to kind of like reflect on what has been. A lot of us are afraid to really go through that. I mean, because it's traumatic. A lot of us are afraid, and we're kind of like keeping ourselves from growing up because we don't want to deal with ourselves. You know, that's the thing we fear the most, is having to deal with ourselves by ourselves. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people that I know that have used prison, that have used it constructively, man, they doing well now. And I'm not saying you got to go to prison, but I mean, you can put yourself in prison, but in a constructive way. Look, I'm about to go ahead and about to fall back. You know, I'm not about to, okay, maybe some sort of discipline, because that's what I believe prison to be, is a discipline. Okay, I'm going to take something away from myself for a greater good, for a greater outcome. And we don't. The reason why many of us love our freedom so much is because we love to be free to do what we want to do. But not knowing that being free to do what you want to do, and that being in an obsessive type of way, leads you to prison. So if we don't practice some sort of disciplines, it's going to always lead us to prison anyway. So I was just thinking about, you know, how many children don't have fathers, and how it's really impacting them now to be able to know how to navigate life. Because a father's supposed to help you navigate life. Not saying a mother can't do that, but it's not supposed to be like, okay, you have one or the other. It's supposed to be where you have both. Now we understand not all both can be in the same household, but if you at least you're exposed to both, and we understand that for some they can't have their father, so it got to be someone like a father.
I'm shy.
Look, I said I wanna be your flower. I wanna be the one that you pick.